Good evening. Welcome to my garden, Lilac Hill. I'm out front at the end of the driveway to share the daisies. There are chrysanthemum style daisies, pom-poms. There's traditional ones, and there's shaggy, Shasta. And I've got the yellow, possibly sunny side up. But they're going over quickly. They need deadheading already. I'm spending my time deadheading, staking, watering, repeat. I didn't really get my supports in time, and they're a little bit flopped over, but they have done well. I'm happy with the daisies this year. It's a really nice display, and some of these daisies I've had for many years. And coming along here, the lavender and platinum blonde, always reliable, full of little bees buzzing. I have taken some cuttings of this lavender this year, so I'll have more platinum blonde. It's nice to see the bees. Then we'll go around the other side. There's a double orange daylily blooming. And this is a this one's real charmer, or maybe real, let's see, the tag's right here, real sunbeam daisy in the sun. Looks really nice, actually. Suits that location and that name, real sunbeam. And there's a double daylily. Okay, let's go around this side. Have a quick look on this side. More lavender. I like that sound. I almost tore these lavender out this year because in the spring they look terrible. But they've come back. This one is a lot smaller, but that's okay. I will always buy lavender. Even if these lavender didn't live, I would have gotten something different, but there's lots of bee activity. And the crocosmia, beautiful in the sun. And more daisies on this side. These ones grew from seed, or self-seeded. This is another example of some of the big rocks that are on the property. Sometimes it's just the little tip of the rock showing, and then that's what's underneath the soil. We didn't put these rocks here. They were here when we moved. And I've got this beautiful evergreen. Come out of the sun. Not sure which one this is, but it's a beauty. Maybe a needle cedar or something. I'm not very good with evergreens. Okay, let's go up the driveway. I want to share the hydrangeas, and then I want to go back across the front. So I didn't get my stakes in time. And my hydrangeas fell over. I talked about putting a little fence here, but I didn't get the fence up in time. But, oh well. Again, staking, deadheading, watering, repeat. This is beautiful big palms though. Isn't that beautiful? Oh yes, you are. This is a lovely plant. And I do pick the hydrangeas and then dry them. The lace cap is a really nice shade of blue. In my old property in Chilliwack, this lace cap, which is this plant, was pink. So the soil here must be more acidic. And the pink would be more the alkaline. Okay, let's go across the front of the house. And we'll show the garden. I try not to film into the sun. Just bear with me as we make our way across. The starlings have done a number of nests. Way up in the eaves. At least 4. I'm not even sure what a group of baby birds is called. I'll just call them nests. 4 nestings of the starlings, so that was nice of them. I don't mind them. They're a bit messy, but whatever. I can wash the house. I've already done it once before. In the main bed, the daylilies are looking great. The deer have not come and eaten any plants this year yet, which is really nice. The Caradonna salvia looks really nice with the double orange. Upright St. John's wort. This is either, this one's Bonanza, and this one I just discovered is called White Temptation. It's more of a cream than a white. Yesterday this flower here was huge, but they'd only last a day, but there's a good example. A White Temptation. And Ringeron back there. The Upright St. John's wort looks great with the 9 bark. I cleaned up the foxgloves. Oh, and then I also discovered that this daylily back here is blooming. And I put this on my Facebook, Heather A. Webb, Powell River, if anybody wants to friend me on Facebook. This daylily is really, really old. It has not bloomed since we moved here 6 years ago, well, almost 7 years ago. And this year it came back. So something said that it still had some life in it. So that's really nice to see. Daisies and euphorbia. The euphorbia can be pruned now, and the daisy needs watering. Again, watered, deadhead, stake, repeat. So coming along here, hummingbirds enjoying their feeder. There's a hummingbird feeder up there. This bed is not really anything special right now. The Hydrangea also need to be staked. I'll get some of these little brown fences for the back side of the Hydrangea next year. And yeah, you wouldn't know I watered this yesterday. So in the fall, oh, hello. There you are. In the fall, I'm getting another load of the compost, and I'm going to compost the garden for the fall. The rhododendron is fine. Seems to be able to cope with the drought we're having right now. I'm watering mainly with my water barrels, putting them to good use. And I do still use the hose from time to time, but I try to water with the barrels. And I think the rhododendron gets a lot of water from the stream that runs for the chickens. She kind of has a continuous water barrel for the chickens, and it's almost like it runs into the ground, and I think it sort of helps feed the plants. Hydrangea High River looks really nice. This is a little bit more shadier in the afternoon. The sun is just gone behind the tree. The cherries are all picked. Oh, there's one of my rain barrels. I put it to good use. I have 1, 2, 3, 5 big full, well, not as full as they were, but rain barrels for watering. This hydrangea is really nice. I think something, maybe pink diamond is this one. Yeah. And as we turn, we can see the butterfly bush. It's been very windy, and the other night I was actually holding the branch while the butterfly ate from the branch, or ate from the flower, because it was flopping around so badly in the wind. So yeah, the rock garden is fine. Doesn't need as much water. These plants are pretty drought tolerant. I really like this combo down here. The hummingbird's following me. I like these down here. I want all this to sort of knit together. The lamb's ear, the little creeping raspberry, and everything to kind of come together. I bought a little thyme, Dixon's Gold, so one sort of like a tapestry of plants. So this is the fun part of coming up the side of the hill now, is I walk right into the butterfly bush and have to lift it and duck under the branch to come up on the side. Yeah, so again, not great with the pruning. It's really big. It does have flowers, and I am watering it. Sometimes I'll put it on mist on the soaker hose and just really make sure this is well watered, because I do not want to lose any of these flowers to drought. Bella Lugosi, daylily, one of my favorite daylilies. Quite smart. This is South Seas. Something ate its stem. almost right through. So I gave it a bit of plant Velcro as a band-aid. I don't want it to break because it's still got a couple more flowers. And none of these are those big fat diseased ones that seem to plague daylilies. And over here, this display's changed a little bit. Nothing really too overwhelming, just my bee balm. There's my sunflowers in the distance. They're the big giant sunflowers. And as they grow, I just keep, gently tying them into their stake. And my Telechia did really well, speciosa, Telechia speciosa, type of daisy, did really well back there. And of course the California lilac was amazing. Bee balm called Fireball. And in here I've got some tomatoes. This is kind of an experiment just to see. Don't come in here, you'll get stuck. To see how the tomatoes do in the greenhouse, but they're in pots. I think it looks nice in here. It's quite summery. Nice little space. Yeah. And then over here is my main bed. I got a new phlox, kind of a nice magenta phlox, luminary something or another. My pink phlox is doing great. The deer haven't come and had a bite. And again, daisies in the background, yarrow, moonshine. This geranium, Joseph Hardy green geranium, got pruned and now it's come back. The lavenders have survived, which is good because they can get quite wet. Astrantia, I put this bottle brush in the ground and it is doing fine. It needs deadheading. Again, deadhead, stake, water, repeat. I put some of the zinnias in the ground that I grew from seed. They look fine. Such a happy plant. It's been very windy here, and I can see the wind is picking up again for the evening. Veronicastrum, oh my gosh, what a fabulous plant. Look at the bees. Really, really full of bees buzzing. The glass house looks nice backlit by the setting sun. And this is just full of bees. I have a blog called Gardens Bloom Blog at wordpress.com, and I do put a blog up quite often, and that Veronicastrum virginicum was one of the plants because I've got 4 of them. Lavender Towers, Erica, and then I got a new one called Fascination, and I've got Cupid. Oh, I'm just going into the setting sun. But the garden looks good. Get the idea. Oh, this daylily, Hush Little Baby, yesterday was huge, but it's finished now. And some Black-Eyed Susan will come now. I've got Campanula. I think it's just really quite nice. I had to really feed the honeysuckle. It started to go over when the weather got hot. Really, like overnight, it went yellow. So I gave it some compost tea. And hopefully it blooms at least for a few more weeks. Oh, look, there's a hummingbird up there. That was nice to see. I've got cosmos in this pot here. Grew those from seed. And the petunias are still doing fine. Again, deadhead, water, and stake. But they look good. I have been deadheading them. There's quite a few spiders' webs in here, and I don't like to disturb the spiders' webs, so sometimes I just let the dead bloom hang if it's holding off a spider's web. And there's the Hydrangea, I think that's what that's called, the chameleon plant. And Datura, very poisonous, but I love the flower. Good. The hosta enclosure has been quite successful. I think this clematis is Hagley hybrid. Not 100% sure. And the cardinal on this side did really well. It's still blooming. Oh, the tree peony, very successful. This is a nice display with the sun shining on it, with the cardinal, rouge cardinal finishing, and the hydrangea coming along, and chrysanthemums. And I finally got a ligularia called the Rocket. I have never owned the Rocket ligularia, and it was at one of the garden centers. I need that plant. So let's just come around here, and then I'll go into the hosta enclosure, and then there's a couple other things I want to share, just because it is summer. The giant daisy is quite funny. It's probably about pushing up on, it's probably close to 6 feet. This is perennial wildflower seed. Oh, these are some squash. I hope they got pollinated. I'm just growing them as a novelty. I did a zebra melva back there. There's liatris. Of course, my beautiful Rebecca, part of that wildflower mix. The poppies just seeded themselves. A terrible color combination of, yeah, the poppies don't really go, but you know what, it's nature. Who cares? And liatris is in there. Oh, and the lupin. I have to prune them, but I want to share the lupin. They were absolutely huge. They're going over now, but I have like hundreds of thousands of seeds. They're finishing. They get cut back, and I put everything onto my compost. The monk's hood. 3 are monk's hood. This one's not as healthy, so she got some compost tea as the other 2. And look at the size of this artichoke. What a monster. It has this huge leaves. I love it. Yes, I think overall summer has been very successful. A lot of watering, but I do use my rain barrels. And I'll just do a quick, I won't go through every plant in here, but I'll just share it because the evening sun shining always looks really nice on the enclosure. The hostas are big, full of bees. Look. Oh, party people heading to the lake. Yeah, so full of bees going in and out of the flowers. There he comes. You're so big, I'm surprised you can fit up there. And the Sum and Substance in the sun with a beautiful mop-head hydrangea in the background. This is just a wonderful place to just come and breathe and de-stress. My petunia bee's knees in the window basket did great. 2 geraniums did well, but my magenta geranium didn't really perform at the back. But that's just the way it goes. Yeah. Hope you're okay. Are you stuck? Yes, everything is just great. Looks really nice. Super happy with it all. It just looks fantastic. Okay, let's go to another area. I have phlox coming in here. Coral. I do keep the phlox in here because the deer used to be really bad, but they don't seem to be coming in as much. Maybe because we've got different barriers up now. Okay, let's move on. Terry's working hard on his privacy fence. It's going to be a great spot. He's got his posts going in. That's a big hole down there. He's going in quite deep, and then he cements them. And if I turn back this way, this is where I'm going to be sitting to enjoy the garden during all the seasons when all the beautiful patio stones get put down in a few weeks. That gives an idea of the pattern that we're going to do. It's done in cedar. There's the wood for the privacy fence, and then the boards are in his workshop. So yeah, the garden looks really nice. Just enjoying the evening until a motorcycle roars down the road to go to Powell Lake. Very popular area in the summer. Crazy popular for all kinds of activities. On this deck is more zinnias, and then there's gladioli blooming. These are the dollars. I need to tighten that railing, that's squeaky. These are the dollar store gladiolas I bought in the spring. And out of 10 gladiola, I'm going to have 8 flowers. Now the funny part about this is the flower from the ones I planted, and that color is not on the card. So it just goes to show with gardening, you never know what's going to happen. And I think this one's going to open dark because the stem is quite dark. It's just starting to peak. It looks like it might be purple. Okay, so this is my little porch where I come in and out of the house. Sweet peas are finishing. And there's that one is called Benari's Giant Mix Zinnia. And Oklahoma salmon, under the sea. And when my pea finished, I got about 50 pods off one, well, maybe 3 pea plants, eating peas, sugar snap. I replaced it with my tomatoes, and look, I have tomatoes. Quite a few tomatoes on my tomato plant here, so let's hope that works out well. And then the last thing I'll share, hopefully I can show it, is I do have dahlias, and then I'll end for tonight. Up on this deck, protected from the deer, are my dahlias. I've got a beautiful, oh, it's turned the wrong way. Oh, well, you get the idea. There's one called Brown Sugar, Dazzling Sun. I've got Lifestyle, and I've got Thomas Edison. So the Dazzling Sun and the Brown Sugar are in bloom. Unfortunately, I didn't turn them, so you just have to see Brown Sugar from the back. It's the most perfect pom-pom. So I'll add a picture of that. And my lilies are up there. The white phlox with the lilies up there, because I want to protect it, but it looks nice in the setting sun. There's also probably another 10 hostas on that deck. Okay, so that's the summer tour. And again, I'll continue on with my staking and deadheading and watering and repeating. That's the time of year. But overall, I'm really happy with everything as we move into the summer season. So thank you for watching.